Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hydro League. I'm Misfit Midas. We're trying to get the sound issues worked out here with this dang new Streamlabs update. The two teams are Team Titan and a misfit bunch of players here from Beaulo, but it's just kind of random players, honestly, right now. So trying to work that out. Soggy is going to take out Slibedo. We are halfway through the first round on Clubhouse. And they've opened up the main wall, so this should be a fairly easy take here with kind of also a sound glitch here going on too. So hopefully that'll fix itself between the rounds, but some of the sounds kind of gone. Soggy playing Clash right on the top of Garage Stairs. Helby, fake Helby, but playing down in Lounge using the Pulse heartbeat sensor, and Skyblock hang out in bathroom trying to observe through bedroom and straight into construction. Clash still watching the bottom of garage door, trying to get a peek on Lumpos, who actually is going to go down to the Clash. So that's going to be another kill for Soggy, but Poju refrags onto a different player that's Emergence. So Onyx and Poju are actually in sight here. The plant's going to go down, and it's 3 players off. So Soggy going to rotate. Skyblock also trying to rotate in. Poju going to take out Skyblock, but Helby's going to get Onyx out. Poju with a triple kill thus far. Soggy knows he's going to have to push. It's up to Poju with a 4K, who has it on to Helby, and it's now Soggy versus Poju here for the ace on the very first round. So he knows right where the diffuser is, so he's going to have to protect it here, and it's just down to time here for Soggy, as Soggy knows he's going to have to go for it. But is Poju going to actually be able to pull it off? There's the peak coming out. Peak's coming out. Is he actually going to be able to shoot and engage it? Hopefully here. Is he going to let him get the ace? Quite not, maybe. We're just patiently waiting. He's actually getting the defuse off. The defuse is going to go down. What is happening? And Beaulo, the defenders get the defuse because Poju refuses to take upstairs to get the diffuser. What even just happened there? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, with that round? That's actually going to be round number 1 for Beaulo here. We're trying to get the sound issues worked out. Cool. So the sound is actually fixed. We're in. And we're around. Again, this is Hydro League. I'm your caster, Misfit Midas, in the map's Clubhouse. We are Team Titan, the absolute favorites to win this matchup, is actually down 0-1 after kind of a sloppy play there from Poju, not quite able to pull it off. And we're going to go into round number 2, which is going to go down to Church Arsenal. So heading down to Church Arsenal, arguably the second most defendable site on the map as opposed to CCTV, but some players and teams actually prefer going down here. Again, sorry for the stream issues that happened. So, yeah, we're going to go downstairs. It's going to be a fairly standard lineup here from the Beaulo mashup boys with some Hatch denial there from the Kaid, which wasn't actually denied. And he's going to use it in tunnel. So, not really Hatch denial. He's going to use it for the tunnel wall. So, that's actually what's going to happen here. And Skyblock playing in garage here. Helby trying to get some of the drone denial going out here, and Jeebus playing that very safe Maestro, putting the cams in pretty much the default spots. But Titan seeking to move on the attack. He's got a quick, easy peek into garage, but was half the shots as Slyblock takes out Poju. Doji's able to take out Helby though, and the drones are coming out, but Doc's just going to rotate down on a quarter health through blue and quickly be able to heal himself back up. So now Slyb is going to break in his stock. He's playing sloppy. Doki's going to finally get a second kill there, so that's going to be Soggy going down, and Doki's going to come back up the blue stairs, trying to peek down into blue. Lumpa's going right behind him, and Onyx going for potential out of the kitchen hatch. The tunnel is going to be the kitchen hatch. Doki's actually going to get a triple kill onto Skyblock, so now it's looking like Doki able to get a second 4K for the team. The first one going, of course, to Poju in the very first round. And now Doki is going to have to aggress versus Emergence, who's just hiding right in Moto, looking into Church. The peek's not quite going to come out, and Jeebus holding the very strong angle on the back of blue. So Doki kind of in a pinch here. And just this is going to be Jeebus that's going to be able to see him first, but Doki's actually going to get the initial shots on him right off the bat. And Maestro played by Jeebus, refusing to peek, but doesn't matter. Doki is going to get the quad kill on a Jeebus, and he's going to be looking for the ace here as he makes the push square into Church. And He's sitting in church. Emergence is going to get Onyx, and Doki's going to immediately try to activate because he wants the ace, ladies and gentlemen. He wants the ace, and he's going to be able to get it. Doki aces for Team Titan on round 2. So that's Poju 4K'ing in round 1, but throwing and losing. And now Doki acing in the second round against the Beaulo mashup. As Team Titan has now taken their first round 1-1. We're going to go back downstairs to church. They're planning on trying to take that side again, knowing what they did wrong, want to do it better. So we're going to drop it back downstairs to work it back. And Team Titan not afraid to make this push yet again. Looks like a fairly standard lineup from both teams. Not really any changes here. Helby hitting on to that Jaeger Skyblock. Still bring out that Doc, who honestly should have been dead in bottom garage there on that last round. After the whiff from Poju, though, he was actually able to get a pretty good flick on the flip around. Skyblock, that is. We'll see if he can pull off anything again here. Hopefully, Emergence will use the Electro Claws, maybe, you know, for the hatches to try to do some of that denial, especially when there isn't, you know, if you can try to bait it with a Thatcher or do some impact tricking, etc. with your Maestro. And Soggy, if Soggy's not roaming, but definitely the Maestro. Whether that's going to be there to stop the church wall. Could be everywhere. The hatches are going to get picked up here, though. And with just 15 seconds left, Team Titan's ready to continue its attack on to this Beaulo mashup offense defense. Emergence making the same rotate hole here right into blue, so not really varying the setup any at all, which is going to potentially prove disastrous. Something you see extremely often in some of the low tier, maybe amateur leagues here where everybody's playing. You see one strong strat on the site, whether it's attack or defense, and then everyone just runs it back over and over and over again. And that's really the thing that sets the teams apart here, is going to be who varies the strategies from round to round. So we're actually going to see Skyblock starting downstairs this time to come off. So that's actually Jeebus, Helby, Skyblock, and Emergence all downstairs, leaving only Soggy upstairs alone and unafraid in garage, which is going to have to play against Doki. Doki's going to scan out Soggy, though, and Soggy going to start to rotate back down straight to blue through oil from garage, and that is actually everything completely cleared off. And that one is finally going to lose against Poju, as Poju takes out Soggy right into blue, but only with about 5 health left. So very little health left here. Hatch is not going to have been gotten, so Poju's going to open that up very quickly, and the drones are coming out to finish droning upstairs. Lumpus looking down into blue from blue stairs. Emergence hanging out down the hatch. He is kite tricking. And Sky's going to be the one holding the stairs from blue with Helby on the quick retake. And Jeebus is on the impact trick duties. So Doki trying to use that shotgun right above main stairs to open up and get some long angles. Potentially down into sight, but not really getting any footprints with the Inox model there. Thatcher is going to come out from Habana, trying to avoid any of those kite charges. And he's, in fact, not going to trigger it. So he's just going to wait on the C4 to come out. And he's going to blow the C4, but actually do no damage to anybody. But it will immediately be taken out by Sliva with that Type 89 and its extremely high rate of fire. So Doc hanging out in blue, just waiting on this drop into Moto. Helby there for the refrag, and Jeebus kind of actually out alone in Arsenal, and no one is in church whatsoever right now. And Doki staged to potentially take out Helby here if he's not careful and makes a push anywhere forward. He is going to make the push, and Doki's going to take out Helby, though. And just like that, Lumpus already has Moto control, and so Doki's going to go in, though. And so that's actually Sight, and Onyx is going to be able to take out Jeebus, and a flawless round from Team Titan. We are now 2-1 Team Titan. Going back upstairs to CCTV cash, though, is this win Beaulo defense, realizing they've lost 2 in a row downstairs. They did win the one upstairs. Granted, it was on a misplay from Titan, but they are going to do it. We're actually going to see Sliba break out the Nook, though. 6 picking to the Montaigne. So we'll see how they utilize the Montaigne, whether it's on the main wall or more than likely coming up the garage stairs to kind of pressure the defender playing on top garage. That's more than likely what we'll see here, but extremely interested to see how Titan is going to try and take this objective. So Jeebus does have the bandits. That is a potential bandit trick coming out here. And then you do have a bit of drone denial, and then obviously kind of some of the plant denial with both what I assume is the C4. Yep, the C4, and then you have some toxic babes there. Also, would go ahead and guess that Skyblock with that ACOG is going to be playing garage. Extremely important to hold that long-ish angle from top garage down onto the garage door. At least a little bit easier to hold a pixel angle. And that's going to make an extremely valuable spot for the defense to hold, because basically, you know, if you're on the offense, you have to be able to take garage if you can take it, and then the main wall, you know, again, not a have to, but that's an extremely easy way to play default in CC, or you can stack up on construction, get a little bit of control, and rush into cash and try to hold cash as best as possible, but we'll actually see what happens there. They are motioning out that Skyblock needs to get in garage because it's going to be extremely important here as time goes on. So Sliba is making the move up to CC. They can hear the wall actually being reinforced here, and they keep pinging out Mozzie, and Mozzie is actually just sitting there, not doing literally anything. Already taking a little bit of damage, now being jackal tracked as well. The wall is going to be opened up, and Montaigne is on it as well, and poor Helby is about to be pinched between a rock and 19 different hard places here in Lounge. He is going to get pushed here potentially, but actually the potential push has almost come off, but Doki is going to start to make the move in on the Mozzie. They know right where the Mozzie's at, and there's actually two people kind of there on the bait, but he's not getting aggressive that he needs to. But Onyx is still going to be able to take out Jeebus as Helby's rotated all the way up right stairs on just a little bit too late of a push. The wall is going to be open here. Poju's sitting on that main wall, and Sliba has top garage, so they use him how we thought they would. That is going to be Soggy kind of rotating up, though. Skyblock is going to go down, actually, to Sliba with the Montaigne. Soggy going to be extremely important for the team, and that's going to be a fight against the Jackal. So Soggy's able to take out Doki, but no refrag coming in, and a second kill coming out from Emergence onto Poju. No one there for the refrag that needed to happen on to Soggy, and it's now very quickly a 3v3, despite the defenders having the health disadvantage. Sliba refusing to kind of push up on top garage. He wants to bait out Soggy here, playing on top blue stairs. He is going to bait him out. He knows right where he's at. And Onyx actually not even paying attention for it. So Sliba just sitting here holding Soggy, and Onyx not trying to play it at all. Just going to basically let it go. And now Soggy's rotated back upstairs, and that was kind of a missed opportunity. Helby, another kill onto Onyx. And everything is just slowing down for Team Titan. This Win Beaulo random group is just almost taking over this entire Titan attack, who is undefeated in the league thus far. Sliba prepping for the plant here. Going to go ahead and smoke it out and be able to push in potentially maybe through the window. Lumpus going to come out and actually not be able to connect on red stairs. But now the smoke's toxic vape's going to come out from Emergence, and that's going to deny the plant yet again just a little bit. And someone's actually sitting right into sight, but Lumpus can't see him at all. And the rush is going to come out, but that SMG-11 is going to do work. And Emergence able to get a second kill onto Lumpus, and it's now a 1v3. Sliba, ooh, Zoggy's down, and Helby assisting and finishing that off. Sliba is going to be able to drop to his handgun. Wait on the push up from Helba, and Sliba with a brilliant kill here. And Emergence knows he kind of has to rotate off, but he's actually not going to make the push, and he's going to be able to get the plant down in time. And Sliba not able to come up quite enough there with the last second left. And Emergence is going to be able to get a 3K, finishing off Sliba and the defuse to now make it 2-2. This game is significantly closer than anybody in this entire league probably thought it would be tonight, but here we are at 2-2. So we're going into round number 5, which is the 5th of 6 defensive rounds for Win Beaulo before we switch sides, and Win Beaulo will have to go to attack, and Team Titan will have to go to defense for the second 6 rounds of the game. You have to win 7 to get 3 points for the league, 6 to get 1 because that would be a tie, and then anything lower than that is a loss. You get 0 points. There is no overtime. There is only 12 rounds. So we're going back downstairs. It seems Win Beaulo extremely afraid to play Gym Bedroom, and after losing Church Arsenal twice already in this matchup, you honestly really expect Win Beaulo to maybe go somewhere different. Gym Bedroom, extremely strong site. Some teams start there as their initial pick, but still choosing to go back downstairs where they have already lost 2 times into this matchup. Bring out the exact same lineup. Very little interference at all from either team, and Slybee choosing to bring the Montaigne yet again here. And Jeebus dropping the Maestro Cam, kind of playing in that top corner above the machine in church. And some of the hatches are going to be got here, including Tunnel. And Helby trying to fix the rotate here from Blue, but not quite able to make it happen. And we're going to start this Team Titan attack in round number 5. So Sliva pushing right into garage almost immediately behind some extremely helpful drones from his team, and they've already cleared pretty much because Doki is down in sight. And with the rush, Doki is literally all the way inside already, and Helby is going to go down. And a second for Doki on Ajibis. He's looking for the third in the back of Church. He sees a third into Church. He downs him, is actually able to get the kill, and the plane is going down by Onyx. And Skyblock is now going to have to rotate down along with Soggy. Not quite able to get it off. And they're going to make the call that one is sitting in Blue. The feet prints are going to come out. Poach is going to be able to take out side block by Soggy onto Lumpus, and they cannot find this last player in Church, but the plant is in fact down, and Poju able to refrag onto Soggy after a rush plant and a beautiful play by Doki on the entry. Easy clap. Yep, that was me clapping. You're welcome. I did it. Hello, it's me. I've been wondering if after all these years that you would, like to meet. All right, just kidding. We're back. We're going to Church for round number 4. Lose it once. All right, we'll try it again. Lose it twice. You know what? Maybe we're struggling a little bit. We'll do it again. Lose it a third time. They're like, you know what? We got nothing to lose. This is a scrim. Let's just play the same site. We've lost 3 times already, a 4th time. We're not going to worry about tying it up. We're just going to give it to them. Poju making the big brain plays and 6 picking to the IQ. I'm sure that'll help with the rush plant. And we're back downstairs for the 4th time. This is the final defensive round here for Beaulo mashup. And then Team Titan's turn on to defense. We could basically end this first half 4-2, assuming that the same thing that's happened the last 3 times that when Beaulo's played the site is going to happen yet again. So here we go. And the match is underway. Jeebus going to go ahead and Legion Trap there into the bottom of the old put stairs in a second when they're really trying to deny with wire. Legion Traps everything you can possibly deny with. They are denying with on this potential rush here. Super curious to see if they actually go for it again. I'm going to kind of focus on Doki here on this initial push because I'm extremely curious if they go for this rush one more time. Not quite sure if they'll pull it off. Kind of look at the defensive spread here. So we're going to go downstairs. Look at it. So that's Jeebus, Skyblock, Emergent, Soggy, and Helby all on site. So they're definitely ready. No question about that. But the rush is actually not going to go down this time. So we're going to do it a little bit more controlled here. Play it like they know how to play it. They've identified the electro call by Poju. Lumpus is in stock very quickly already. And then we're going to go all the way back downstairs and realize every single defender is just going to hang out on site and kind of wait on this push to come from Titan. They're doing a very effective job of droning. That's going to be Doki straight down main stairs. The footprints are going to come out with the Inox, and that's going to very quickly be actually Soggy, who's almost come up main stairs here on the mute jammer, kind of stopping the Jackal tracks here. But still getting another player. Not quite able to get him, but Sky is actually going to be the one that's Jackal tracks. Finishing it up 5th and finally. Doki trying to watch the rotate back down through main stairs, but Soggy is holding extremely patiently here. Absolutely waiting on a mistake to be made as they push down central stairs without calling it. So they do know Doki's there now, and I'm sure they're going to know that Soggy's actually pushing up, but the nade's going to come out, actually not quite able to finish anything. And that's going to be Sliba making the rush down, but just haphazardly kind of pushing. And will Doki get the refrag? Not quite. Soggy's still at full health, and Doki just kind of watching the rotate off. And this entire team focused on trying to make this push here on to Soggy, and Doki finally able to take out Soggy on the peek hole that they'd made previously. And that's going to be the hatch open for Onyx, and they're peeking now. It's now a 4v4. Skyblock kind of watching into that Moto hatch as Helby and Jeebus are still playing blue, and Emergence prepping from Church to also watch blue. Or main stairs, sorry. And so the drones are going to come out here. very little is actually going to be made to push here, and everyone just basically patiently waiting. Poju actually made it down into tunnel, and this could be a great flank because I don't think they realize that he's going to come tunnel. The call is made that it's completely clear all the way down tunnel. Helby actually not going to even look at it. He is going to miss the drone as well. So Poju just waiting kind of on Helby to make the peek, and the kill is going to come out onto Helby, and that's the initial flank. So it's now a 4v3, and you know they're freaking out. Is it going to be a second kill for Poju? It is on Ajibis. He's pushing down into Church. Is he going to get the third? He's going to get the third with handgun, but going to go down to Emergence. And it's not even the finish off here, actually, and the kill is not going to go down. I'm not sure what's happening, but there it is as Team Titan closes the round out as Onyx takes out Emergence after another great flank. Just a lot of beautiful individual plays here happening by Team Titan. It's like highlight reel after highlight reel after highlight reel. Changing it back to 9 field of view. That is my bad. Putting it back. I normally remember to put it back, but after the cast got canceled, I changed it back. So now we're going to go back downstairs for the 5th out of 7th round. Though this time it's Team Titan on the defense. We're going to go to Church Arsenal for the very first round of Team Titan's defense. It is 4-2, so all Team Titan has to do is win 3 of the next 6 rounds in order to take this game. And honestly, I think the biggest lesson learned here is this mashup of one bowl needs to learn to stop taking Titan to basement. And we're downstairs. So they're going to bring out a fairly similar lineup with the exception of Poju, who's going to be playing on the Caveira here. And curious to see where Poju is actually going to be utilized and played here in an effort to try to make an impact on the team, maybe trying to get something quick. We are going to see Helby break out the buck, though. That is something different than we saw Titan bring out completely at all. And, you know, that is going to be one set of frags. They do have Soggy with the Ash breach charges, the breach rounds, excuse me. So that's going to help them out quite a bit on being able to take, you know, maybe some of those soft angles open quite a bit up here, especially with 2 hard breachers. They are definitely going for a destruction model on to this defense. So Poju roaming all the way upstairs in logistics. We're on 90 field of view, and that's how you know you can see all of her surroundings. Because 90 field of view brought to you by Misfit Midas. Here we are, Lumpa sitting in the hallway here. Sliba making the rotate back into Church. Not really making much of a move. But when Beaulo going to get the drones out, and Emergence is going to break into garage here. The drones are coming out pretty much on the middle floor here. Very little on the top floor, with the exception of Saki and Jeebus now. And so extremely curious to see if Poju actually gets cammed out. She's actually going to be on her cams, and she's going to be droned out. She's got to know she's droned out. Poju's going to have to move here as a push is going to start to be taken on her by Soggy, and just kind of waiting maybe potentially on Poju to make the rotate out. And Poju, very unaware, is going to rotate out against Soggy, and Soggy with the great patience there as he's able to dispatch Caveira fairly quickly. And now with a minute expired in the round, that is all 4 defenders remaining on site, which, you know, not a bad problem to have on Church Arsenal, but still a problem nonetheless. And that is Soggy all the way down main stairs. So kind of a rush almost here from Soggy, trying to figure out if this is actually going to help. Soggy coming back clean up, though. Helby's taking quite a bit of damage here. Playing from the top of blue stairs or right outside on the window. Slab is getting ready for the Kai trick. Not actually going to get off, though, because that is going to be a blue hatch that's opened up by Skyblock. And then they're now actually also going to take the kitchen hatch. And Onyx not even in a place really to necessarily get the impact trick. He is going to do it, though. He's going to be able to get it off. The impact trick's going to come out, and that's going to stop the last of Exkyra. So unless Emergence uses his thermite exothermic charge, it would have been open, but it's not, as Onyx is able to take him out on the angle, and it's now a 4v4. Helby sitting at the top of blue stairs, peeking the long angle. Onyx able to get a second kill, actually, on a Jeebus. So now Helby rotating down blue stairs, trying to fight against Doki, who's sitting on the cams. He's going to go ahead and see Helby making the peek. Doki actually rotating out, almost ended the grenade here. Even going to take a little bit of damage from it. Lumpus is flashed, and Soggy making the way all the way down tunnel, and actually potentially could catch Doki out wide in the open. Skyblock on main stairs And Helby looking down into blue. Onyx is going to take out... Onyx is going to go down by Soggy, and Skyblock also going to take out Lumpus. And it's now 1v3. Doki, the only remaining player alive here. As the peaks are coming out, they can't quite identify right where he's at, though. But he is going to go down and win Beaulo, winning a site on attack that they lost 4 times on defense. And it's now 4-3. So we're going into round number 8 here. Team Titan versus Win Beaulo. Team Titan still does have the advantage. We're going to go upstairs to CCTV cache. So Titan having the fortitude to make the decision, no, we lost there. We're going to go back upstairs. We're going to try a different site for the first time here. We'll see how we perform against Win Beaulo, and we'll see if we can close it out. They are going to only bring the one Walden. I always thought they're going to bring the mute there by Lumpus, but they're not. Lumpus is actually going to switch over to Doc here. It's going to be probably fairly useful for Garage like we talked about before. And other than that, very little variance to either of the operator lineups here for either of these teams. Again, if you're not super familiar with what's going on right now, the Win Beaulo we're seeing right now is literally just a mosh posh of some random players they were able to get together. So not very coordinated, but still able to hold their own fairly well against Team Titan. As it's 4-3. Not sure if Team Titan's playing their fullest or if it's just being a very competitive match. Win Beaulo is playing it pretty well with what they have, but we'll actually be able to see here if we can pull it off. So some of the basic walls here are going to be reinforced. They're actually going to barricade off red stairs and then play the rotate and looking into cache. But the barricade kind of making a difference there because you're not going to be able to get peeks from a garage. So I'm not sure if they plan on still holding garage or just kind of letting it go with the rotate hole. I would imagine they plan on playing it. Sliba and Doki taking some damage, and you can kind of tell that there's a bad impact somewhere along the lines from Doki. Soggy actually entering from a junkyard into strip and just coming straight through here. Skyblock droning right into bedroom very, very quickly. Helby sitting on Stock and is actually going to get a quick kill onto Doki. And Stock as the rush is working both ways, ladies and gentlemen. And it's now very quickly, 30 seconds of the round, a 4v5 in favor of Win Beaulo. Skyblock prepping to take garage. Potentially here, maybe Emergence coming off the drone, getting ready to go take the wall. And that's Helby underneath already causing havoc from Stock because no one is pressuring him except for maybe Lumpus looking down long into lounge from garage. But he too could also be challenged from the garage door if they would only choose to play it. Poju sitting in blue, looking all the way up on the hatch, not quite able to get any angles there. Sliba bandit tricking, and then Onyx kind of holding his own. But if you kind of look, their weak point right now is 100% construction. No one is playing construction. No one's paying attention. And if Soggy can figure that out and come up from the rear, that's going to be a big win. Poju able to take out Helby, though. And then rotates it back to bottom garage. And that's going to be any kind of remote peek coming out. And Sliba actually get a lot of damage. And Poju with a second kill onto Soggy, trying to get the third as Skyblock is bringing the drone up. And if Poju can realize that, that might be a quick run out on a kill. Thermite actually able to get the long angle after opening the wall and baiting out Poju. And it's now a 3v3. Good on Emergence there. Sliba at half health after being docked, but still trying to bandit trick, but nervous knowing that underneath could be exposed. But it's honestly actually not. And he still has one shock wire left to place with one already down and just kind of patiently waiting on it to come out. And he's going to get him. Did he save it? He's going to get it, actually. And so that is the wall safe. There's no thermite charges left. They still have 3 Skyris, but not sure if they'll actually use them trying to get the wall, if they'll use them in another form or fashion here. And so Slibe is going to fall off the wall. Skyblock playing the long back angle from the back wall of garage. Slibe is still holding red stairs. Lumpus looking on the garage. Emergence patiently waiting outside here. Ready to jump in, potentially even to construction as Jeebus drones out Onyx. If you're exactly where he's at. And Skyblock literally just ran straight through the garage and wasn't able to bait out any shots from Lumpus here. Lumpus is going to see the peak and is going to be able to close it out onto Slyblock here. But Onyx is able to go down from Emergence, and Emergence in sight. And a second kill for Slibe. We talked about construction being the weak link, and it is. 10 seconds left, and Lumpus is going to have to make a decision here if he can actually get the pull off. He did some damage, but not able to make any hits there. And the plant is going to go down completely. That is the diffuser down. And both attackers from Beaulo going to go ahead and rotate completely clean off the objective. And so that's going to be Lumpus having to look 2 different angles now, which is obviously what they designed it to do. And this is definitely going to be Jeebus's kill here. All they have to do is wait on the Doc to push, but no! As he does not give up. Lumpus absolutely playing like an animal here and just not looking behind him. Almost able to take out Emergence on a very sweaty play from Lumpus there after crushing it on the window, but Emergence able to clutch it out for win Beaulo, and we're now literally 4-4. So we are at a tie game here with only 4 rounds left in the matchup. And we're going to go back downstairs to Church Arsenal. Again, both teams kind of afraid to play Gym Bedroom, as we played 8 rounds and not seen Gym Bedroom once. So Titan, having lost the first 2 rounds on their defense, going back down to Church. Struggling thus far on their defensive pick after going 4-2 on attack. So again, we are back downstairs to Church Arsenal, and little variance here. Besides, we are going to see the Legion come out from Titan instead of the Caviar. So a very little variance, but that's going to help, especially with the goo mines. He's going to be able to deploy all around the map to provide that information. He's all, kind of area denial. Also, some information there is Legion. He can almost be considered as an information op just because of his ability to trigger players as they push down and kind of provide information to his team on where those were triggered at. So extremely useful operator there. Onyx, again, choosing to use the Maestro in the same default spot that we've seen thus far. And 2 rounds up, when Beaulo is jumping at the bit, having been down 4-2 at the half, and then now actually taking 2 attack rounds, it's going to be coming out here from Win Beaulo to try to make this push down, as either team has to win 3 of the next 4 rounds in order to get this win. So the drones immediately coming out, and then realizing Doki is actually going to rotate completely up on to Skyblock. He hears him on the window. He knows he's going to be coming in, but the drone actually not coming in that direction. And not sure if Skyblock knows that someone is sitting there patiently waiting, but Doki not getting very aggressive. Skyblock choosing to rotate all the way around to stock. Still actually, though, going to peek and get the hatch open for the team. Kind of a safe job there. So at least if Skyblock dies, the hatch is open, having utilized the Excire's charges a bit. Doki going to go ahead and rotate up towards tunnel, actually. Choosing to break off the angle he was holding. Poju sitting very aggressively in oil here. So we kind of all 5 defenders are downstairs. Those are some very aggressive plays here from the team. Emerge finally breaking into garage. Soggy still droning out here as the Ash. Kind of odd having Emergence on Thermite make the entry push, and Helby droning out. So kind of a reverse roll on who's droning and who's not. Soggy able to get a couple shots off, as well as Emergence. Emergence going to do a lot of damage to Poju, who is the Jaeger. So that's going to be almost at 5 health there for Poju, trying to utilize some of the cameras, but not quite able to get anything. And again, we're a minute and a half into the round. The hatches are open, but no real progress is being made towards side as complete site control still being held from the team. And we're just kind of waiting on the preparation for the attack to be taken. But we'll see if they can pull it off, as I don't think any impact tricks are going to come out. And they in fact are. So 1 more Skyros charges, but they still have at least, they still have 2 more impacts. So I don't see that hatch getting open here. Emergence is able to utilize at least the tunnel open with 1 of his exothermic charges, and Soggy at the bottom of the main stairs here, peeking down into Arsenal. So gonna throw some flashes down that way. Bandit patiently waiting. That's a Lumpus sitting right on the wall, trying to bandit trick anything that's going to come that way, but they have very little utility left, as there are only 1 exothermic charge out of the hard bridges left on the map. Helby is all the way down oil, but looking behind blue, gets peeked from the other side as Poju's able to take out Helby and Onyx onto Soggy, and it's now 5v3. So Jeebus going to come down main stairs. Poju gets a 2nd kill onto Skyblock. Emergence, knowing he has to do something, going to go straight to kitchen hatch, and Jeebus is sitting on main stairs, having been goo mined, and again makes the rotate. They're trying to get these peaks off, but not quite able to get anything. Doki playing very aggressively underneath the hatch. And Jeebus just patiently kind of waiting for someone to peek. Onyx is going to peek right there. He's going to drop, but not able to get the kill as the immediate crossfire comes out. And that's going to be Doki onto Jeebus. And then the last kill for Emergence just sitting in Moto is going to go down. That's another flawless round for Team Titan as Lumpus takes out Emergence. And Team Titan finally taking the lead again. And it's now 5-4 Team Titan's up. We're going to go back upstairs to CCTV Cache, having still not seen Gym Bedroom, only playing 2 sites thus far on the map. And no operator change in the lineup here, really, besides Sledge and Zofia for the attacking team. So kind of focusing more on some of that soft destruction. So you have 4 soft destruction operators and only 1 hard breach. LB with the big brain plays, 6 picking from buck to buck, but then choosing to go back to the Thatcher. So we do have a double SAS push there. And Doki going for the information ops, knowing there's not an IQ on the board unless you obviously know they think it was 6 picked. But that is going to be black eye cameras adding some information to the board in order to help Titan with some of the pushes and maybe some of that late game play, like Lumpus being able to identify where the plant's going down to get some of the pre-fire sprays he almost had in the round here previous. All in all, thus far, an extremely close match here. As both teams playing very competitively, especially for kind of this last-minute game, at least on the win Beaulo side. Titan coming prepared as possible here, but still just going to see at least one of the bands go down on the single wall in construction, and then Slabby utilizing the rest of the 3-4 band tricking, and then some of the default black eye camps here coming out from Doki. The attack is going to start, though, as Skyblock with Sledge and construction. Helby opening straight up into garage here. Drones coming out initially here from Emergence and Jeebus. And that's going to be Soggy going right for the same push in from Strip. And then now rotating towards Lounge with maybe a little bit of support here from Skyblock upstairs. Soggy basically clearing out the downstairs, maybe looking for any C4 playing underneath. You know, you do have that Valkyrie on a 6 pick, and then you could also theoretically have Bandit want to come back down. And that's actually Onyx and Lumpus double playing garage there, bouncing back and forth, playing some pretty dangerous games, crossing in front of the CCTV window, though. Slybus prepping to start the Bandit tricks, but Emergence nowhere near the wall. And Slyba Bandit trick for basically no reason, is really no one's there, but Emergence now finally coming up. So the impacts are, or the charges are going to come out, though, finally, actually, as Soggy's here underneath, and the wall is actually going to be able to open up as Slyba chooses not to contend with it at all and just going to go ahead and fall off into CC. So that's going to be the wall open, but they do not have garage here. Slyba able to take out Jeebus, though, on a great peek right through CCTV door, and it's now a 5v4 here, a minute and a half in the round. Emergence trying to drown out garage. Gonna go identify Lumpus, and Lumpus actually gonna get downed here from kind of an angle underneath. Slyba trying to make a peek. Onyx able to take out Helby and Poju onto Soggy. Lumpus able to pick himself up, and Skyblock in construction gonna see Onyx and take out Onyx. Gonna see Jaeger and almost not quite be able to get Poju, as Poju gets yet another kill on a Skyblock. And that is Emergence left alone outside garage, and everyone knows. Lumpus is kind of watching and patiently waiting. Going to see the shadow peek. And not quite able to finish the kill. Is Emergence going to re-peek it with a quarter health? He's not going to be able to, as they just run out the top wall here and get the kill. So that is now 6-4, as Slyba able to finish the round off for Team Titan, as we're moving on to match points. So Titan is guaranteed that they will not lose the game, but they have guaranteed they will get at least 1 point. In the tie, and all they have to do is win one of the next 2 rounds in order to win the game. Looking at the scoreboard here, we have some absolutely crazy numbers being pushed out here from Poju. 16-4 thus far. Absolutely insane numbers. That's a 4 KD for those of you that didn't do well in school. And trying to get even more added to that number here, as he's had a nutty game trying to close out the final setup. And we actually are, for the first time, going to be able to go to Gym Bedroom in the map. So potentially the match point being on Gym Bedroom for the first time in the entire game. So that's where we're going to go back to here for the first time. And again, yeah, I just said going back to for the first time. Ask me how that makes sense. It doesn't. You're welcome. The castle is going to come out from Sliba here, and Poju is actually going to rotate over onto the bandit, and so the Sliba going to be extremely important here, utilizing those barricades for the windows, the door looking right into the tub wall that Poju is going to be having to bandit trick, and then the last one, kind of varies from where they can play it. They'll either sometimes play it on this cache CC wall, which would be my guess based on the reinforcements, or they could put it in logistics, could kind of deny that. Either way, curious to see where that last armor panel is going to go, and it's in fact going to go on logistics, so just going to hold cash by manpower. So Sliba also going to be able to utilize his last one to get construction taken out. And Onyx throwing some of the bot cams down here, kind of near the same place that the default cam is. But no, it'll work. If it works, it works. Kind of get a double and into logistics in sight here, actually. And Beaulo is starting their attack. So we're just going right up on the tub wall to kind of prep for the take. And that's going to be Soggy droning in, who's kind of been their infiltrator here based on like the way he's been playing Ash. And then now also Nook as he's droned himself out. And then actually stuck with Sliba sitting right on the red window. Emergence actually going to take a bit of damage through a drone hole, question mark here, as Nook starts moving in from strip. And Soggy now in bathroom, utilizing Nook's presence reduction ability in order to kind of deny some of that cam work here. The drone immediately going to come out, but Lumpus immediately able to take it out, and that's going to be Helby making the peek onto the bandit, hoping that he could get the second castle, but not quite able to get the shield, and is going to get actually peeked and taken out there from Lumpus. Soggy a second kill on Oxo, and Poju refrags onto Soggy. It's now a 3v3 after a double kill on the sneak up from Poju. Wish I could have seen that, but it looked like it just made the move up red stairs. Lumpus playing the shotgun, patiently waiting on someone to make the push in from the tub wall. Not quite able to push yet. And in goes Skyblock here. Lumpus waiting to use the shotgun, not quite able to get it finished off. Doki's able to take out Jeebus, and the shotgun actually come out from Lumpus. Emergence finds himself yet again the last player on the team, and all hopes are live on Emergence. Emergence able to take out Lumpus on a brain dead play here. The peek actually going to come out from Doki to an Emergence. 2 kills on a throwaway. And now with just a minute left, Emergence is by himself alone with Poju in the building. And an absolute throw there for Beaulo. And if this costs him the game, you've got to realize how mad they're going to be. The rappel is going to come up central red stairs. He's peeking in. Poju playing very cautiously, waiting on the peak there. Not quite able to get anything off. Emergence knows right where he's rotated to. Still at half health. Going to go back up to the ceiling. And they're going to have to utilize these black eye cams and default cams to play. So he's going to actually choose to drop down on Jim. And he's just going to go straight to Jim and peek bedroom. And he's not able to get it though as Team Titan closes out the game on a great kill by Poju. On to win Beaulo, and that's Poju 18-4 with 2 more kills on the round there to finish out your game. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Hydro League. I'm Misfit Midas, your caster for the night. This has been Team Titan and win Beaulo, and Team Titan come out on top 7-4. Be sure to stick around next time for our upcoming games, which if you're trying to catch another game, there'll be another one tomorrow night at 2000 CST. YZ Sports versus Affinity. Friday, NewsEdge versus Golden Ghouls Gaming at 2100 CST. And then coming out on Saturday, we're going to have a couple games. GG. One of which is going to be the North Sea Gaming trying to continue the win streak here in the league. So be sure to stay tuned and watch that. Again, I'm Misfit Midas, your caster. This is Hydro League. Thanks for watching.